my hat look extra tall in the capture? Doesn't it?
I love how Gus is just kind of peeking his head around the window.
Gus is like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Of course they can't tell because they can't see my wallpaper. That's a damn shame, because it's a great shot.
It's so funny. I didn't notice that before. Oh man, you guys ready?
Ready for some more Higurashi?
You guys ready to trip balls, man?
You gonna lower that volume?
You lower the volume, Blake. Why didn't you do that?
Shut the front door.
I can't.
Shut the back door.
It's back there. That's even further.
Shut the window.
It's already shut.
Shut the wall. Oh, really? Your parents came home, huh? They smelled like energy drinks and their eyes were all bloodshot. They said they had a crazy amount of stuff to do and were up 2 whole nights in a row. Adults have it tough.
Your dad is an artist, right? They really do have it rough.
Come to think of it, he was, wasn't he? I would very much like to see what kind of things he draws sometime. An artist, huh? I'd seen a number of watercolor and acrylic paintings on display, but he had to have been doing some other job too. Just what did Dad do exactly? He didn't let anyone into his workshop after all. I wanted to sneak a peek one day. So the house was empty for 2 whole days after all that? That didn't leave much time. So, Kei-chan, did you manage to go after the character who was in your heart? The absence of parents is a must-have for Eroge. I don't know how to pronounce that. Protagonists? Come on, Neil, don't break the 4th wall here.
Dink! Dink!
He built up a lot of relationship points and raised all the right flags.
Oh god.
We don't need that coming from you, Rika. I have no idea what any of you are talking about.
That's to himself.
Yeah.
That means you don't need to cook for yourself anymore, Keiichi-kun. What did you make last night?
In the end, I didn't make a single thing myself. Last night's dinner, well, it was vegetable stir-fry. Wow. Kei-chan, you can make a little bit of real cooking now, huh?
Huh? You made vegetable stir-fry? Did it come out good? Did it?
Reina-san, you're being unpleasant. Why are you clinging to me? Uh-oh, we're gonna get cute, Reina. A delicious meal and friendly dishwashing together.
Oh, how nice, so nice. Hey, I said you're being unpleasant.
Huh? What are you talking about? Mion, utterly confused, asked me for clarification, but I just barely, albeit transparently, averted my eyes. Right. Does anyone have plans for this afternoon? You don't, do you? Do you? Today was Saturday. A beautiful day in which we were liberated from the confines of school in the afternoon. Actually, the school in Anamizawa had slightly different Saturdays than those in the city. There was a lot of students here who brought a bento, ate it at lunch, and then went to play in the school around the schoolyard. You could say that the entire school turned into a children's playground. There are mountains behind the school, and if you went down that way, you'd find mountain streams. You could avoid the strong sunlight and make conversation in the classroom if you wanted to. You could also play hide and seek in the construction pipes. Wouldn't recommend that. Of course, you were free to go home as well. There were some kids who went home and helped water the fields and tended to stores. If Mia was bringing up the afternoon like this, then it must have been for some crazy big club event. However, sadly I had something I needed to do before taking part in whatever it was. You have work? That's unlucky. I wonder what kind of work it is. Maybe helping his father with his artwork job.
Or being a model for his father's art. A model? A nude one?
God, Reina!
Oh,
I looked into Reina's eyes and saw myself completely naked in a questionable pose with a single rose in my mouth. No! No! I wouldn't do that for 1,000,000 yen! To get rid of Reina's delusions, I grabbed her head and swung it from side to side.
Oh, stop!
Sorry. Leaving your fanciful delusions aside, I have something to do real quick during lunch. I'm okay to meet up with you after I'm done, though. Work during lunch? I see. That sounds kind of cool, actually. What could it be? Are you having a banquet with VIP experts? Like a business lunch? Ugh. This is truly sad, but you're right. What? Everyone shouts wildly, surprised. Who could he be meeting with?
You know, I had a thought.
What?
What if Keiichi's dad is involved in something that's putting him through all these situations?
That'd be weird considering that they've just moved there and wouldn't explain previous events. But maybe it has something to do with why he's being targeted.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe his father has a past.
That's what I was thinking, like, what's all this business? Because each time they've gone to the city and then came back and had to take care of business. And
Yeah.
his dad, he doesn't know what his dad really does.
Yeah, I feel like they could add more to his dad's character. They might. It was true. Today I'd be in the job with my family. For my dad's job, he was having about 10 people from publishing agency over for a house party. He called people from work for a party the day after having stayed up 2 nights in a row. I'm amazed at their vitality. I cannot read today. Adults have it pretty rough. Of course, it would be incredibly uncomfortable for me. It would be really tiring to have to force myself to smile at some old dudes I didn't know. But they were my dad's important business connections, so offending them would be bad. With all that said, it was going to get very uncomfortable for me today, starting at lunch. Well, well, what an intelligent child. This is my son, Keiichi. Keiichi, this is son from and this person here is son from the manager. Say your hellos. Hello. My name is Keiichi. I appreciate all you've done for my father. Keiichi-kun, do you draw pictures like your father does? I would very much like to see them. My dad has such a brazen occupation, that of an artist. Though I don't really know what kinds of things he creates. I don't really care and don't want to see anyway. Dad's so tight-fisted about it, so he doesn't show them to me very often anyway. I'm not a kid anymore, so I wouldn't care at all if they were pictures of naked ladies or anything. If you study on your father as an apprentice, you'd be able to become a great artist like him too. Excuse me. This is just between you and me, but my dad, is he really that great of an artist? I readied myself and whispered my question. Might have seemed odd for his son to be asking this, but when I did, he gave me this really strange grin and tightly clamped down onto my shoulders. Yes! He is truly a fantastic artist! Is that so? I'm glad to hear it. There are no purchase restrictions. He does fan service, and he always answers the letters he gets. He has an inquisitive mind, always on the prowl for what the world needs. Taking off your socks? Absolutely not! And that goes for glasses and school uniforms too! Marbar-sensei understands these things perfectly! Every event sees him along the wall with a huge lineup! I'm sorry, but these pictures, they're not the ones you hang on the wall? Not at all! In the beginning, everyone starts in the islands, and then to the corners, and finally, climbing up to the corners of the larger paths! Final destination is the famous wall! You too! Please become a great artist who can display his works in unison with the Marabara-sensei! I will cheer you on! It's fine to have a lot of passion for the things you like, but I didn't get it, but it seemed that the world of art ran pretty deep. It was probably a much deeper world than I could have imagined. I decided to leave it at that. Then, I realized my mom was calling me from the other side of the room.
They're weird.
Keiichi, it's the phone. It's a friend of yours. A lucky break. Maybe I could get out of this uncomfortable business party by using a friend's phone call as an excuse. I scampered over to the front door and snatched up the receiver my mom had left there. Scamper. Hello? It's me. Hello, me? That's not how you answer the... Oh. Hello, me. That's not how you answer the phone, Keiji-san. Oh, I think this is, Satoko.
Yep.
I implore you, learn how to choose your words more properly. Who else uses the word implore?
Yeah.
I was of the opinion that the person speaking to me had a far stranger way of talking. Oh, it's Satoko. It's unusual for you to call my house. This isn't the time for pleasantries. Keiichi-san, when are you going to be able to come? Sorry. Looks like this is going to be a bit long. I can't get them to let me go. I want to go do things with the club now, but... That's not it, Keiichi-san. It wasn't about the club today. It's a real battle! Satoko's voice was different from normal. I could feel the urgency in it drifting through the phone. Real battle? That doesn't sound good. What's the situation? I will explain the particulars when we meet. Anyway, this is a terrible crisis. At this rate, we're going to lose! What on earth was going on? Could it have been a fight? I don't know who they were, but laying a hand on someone from Inamizawa was an absolutely terrible idea. Right. Got it. I'll come and reinforce you right away. Where are you at? We're on the Okinomiya Elementary School campus. There are signs at the station, so you should be able to figure it out. Anyway, we're in a huge hurry. The school campus? This situation could have a lot of people involved. Could have turned into an all-out brawl. Who is the enemy here anyway? Ooh, I'm on fire! Got it. I'll be there soon. Should I bring a weapon with me? Like a metal baseball bat or something? You have a metal bat? That would be fantastic! We will wait for you here. Call cut off abruptly. I needed to hurry. Oh, Keiichi! I was looking for you. The sun was here from was looking for a photocopy. Now's not the time! Don't we have a bat? A metal bat? If not, then anything long will do. Anything long will do? Then my golf clubs are in the storage room. It didn't have the same kind of impact, but a golf club was a splendid weapon too. It was lighter than a baseball bat, maybe easier for me to use. Thanks! I'm borrowing one! I really need to go see my friend for something. It's urgent! Sorry! What? Keiichi! Wait a minute! I grabbed a golf club, jumped on my bike, and headed straight for town. Wait for me, Satoko! I'll be right there! Just hold out until then!
I just see him, like, pedaling, like, one-handed.
I didn't actually know where Okinomiya Elementary was exactly, but Satoko's phone call seemed to demand urgency, so I rushed out without asking her about how to get there. But if I went to the station, there would be signs. At least, I feel like that's what she said. And I heard the jingling of a bicycle bell from behind me. Hello there. Hey! Riki-chan! Keiichi, you came quickly. You put the pedal to the metal. Damn! This isn't the time to be out of breath. I need to hurry! Sorry, where is Okinomiya Elementary? I'll show you the way. Come along with me. Riki-chan rode off on her bike. I followed her. Satoko suddenly called me out here, but what on earth is going on anyway? At first we had the advantage. However, they called in a helper. It's bad manners. A helper. What cowards! Calling for reinforcements the minute they realized they'd lose! They're taking everyone out one by one. We can't put a dent in them.
What is going on?
Sounds like they were pretty strong. Anyway, I'll ask about it later. We don't have time, right? Please, hurry! Leave it to me.
I'm so confused.
With Riki-chan leading the way, we headed straight for the elementary school grounds. I asked Riki-chan something during that time. It seemed that all the club members beside me were part of this fight. Damn, so what Mion was trying to tell everyone was that this would happen? If I had known that, I would have just ditched my family job. It was too late for regrets. According to Riki-chan, we had a one-sided advantage at the start, but our angry foes had brought in a powerful ally. Club members put up a resistance and went against them one by one, but apparently they couldn't stand up to them. Combined efforts of the whole school couldn't win? Just what kind of monster is this guy? He's amazing. This enemy is orthodox. Orthodox? So they weren't using thuggish brawling tactics, but had actually studied karate or something. Is that what you meant? Geichi is our last ray of hope now. Okinomiya Elementary came into view. I could hear many voices raising hell over there. Woo! Mion! Reina! Satoko! I'll be there soon! I'll crush them all at once! There were a lot of bicycles left out in front of the school. I left mine there next to them in the same way. I could tell there were a lot of people flooding the campus. With the two armies in the midst of a huge, no-holds-barred brawl, I took my golf club in hand. Whoosh! I swung it! I felt the sensation of it sticking firmly to my palm. Great! The feedback wasn't bad. I'm gonna go all out with this thing. I dashed at a breakneck speed to the school gate, swinging around. I already know where this is going. Come with me, Rika-chan! I'll show you what the mighty manly warrior Keiichi Marubara can really do! Wow. Keiichi, you're so reliable. You've been a rampage with a golf club? Rika-chan applauded me, though a little dryly, lauding my valiance. The manly Keiichi Marubara put it behind him and headed for the place where he may die. It's gonna be a baseball game. He's got a golf club. But Keiichi, why did you bring a golf club today? I had no choice! First I figured a baseball bat would have been good, but we don't have one at my house. A golf club was far better than going barehanded, so I brought one. Oh, very excellent. I'll give you a pat on the head. I can't wait to see your golf club rampage. Despite the emergency situation, Rika-chan reached up and stroked me on the head. Hey! This is no time for jokes! Huh? Crack! Just then an extremely loud metallic sound rang out and I heard many people cheering. Left! Ah, we missed! Run! You can get to second base, go! Center! Calm down! Send it to third! The center fielder caught the ball, and after a brief pause, sent it flying to third base. If he had pitched it wildly, they might get there. He gave up on the second and threw it to third with time spare. The instructions from the bench, they were solid! Wait, what?
Oh, Kiichiku's here! Satoko-chan! Satoko-chan, Kiichiku's here!
You're late! Late! Bluffing around is only okay when you do it at the bread shop!
Oh god, that was a huge pun. Oh god!
This Marubara-kun kid. Will he really save us? We're up against the ace of Oshima left arm, Kamina-kun. He beat a Koshien class pitcher. He must be a god.
It's okay. I'm sure that Kiichi-kun can turn the tables. He's a really dependable person.
Remember? What? Here's the pinch hitter we brought in to take out. Left arm Kamina. With his bullet fastball? The one who had one no-hit, no-run game after another during the regional qualifiers, the undefeatable demon pitcher of Oshima? The super high school level pitcher that had already been marked by professional scouts? He's gonna win against him? Some greenhorn pitcher like that is no match for Keiichi-san. He'll send his throws all the way to the back screen for an easy victory. There's a slugger like that in this prefecture? I had no idea! Must have gone under the radar. Hey! Son from Hunshin stood up. Hey!
Why is it doing?
Take a picture! His full name is Keiichi Marubara. Look him up in the database and send his history to our office! Which one is Keiichi Marubara? Pictures! A whole lot of sports journalists led by Satsuko gripped the cameras tightly in search for the rumored Keiichi Marubara. As for me, I was so dazed at what was happening that I was frozen in place with my golf club up in the air. Keiichi-san, over here! Ah. The camera people stared at me through their viewfinders, and just like I had, they turned to stone. In the hands of their gallant pinch hitter, Keiichi Marubara was a golf club. Nobody could seem to understand why. I was holding something like this. And at this point, neither did I. Cheep, 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 cheep. A cold, greasy sweat dripped from me. First one to break the inordinately awkward silence was Reina.
Keiichi-kun?
Yeah?
May we ask you a question?
Sachiko's face.
Please. Please don't. Second glaze of my entreaty flowed out of my face along with my sweat. It somehow seemed to reach the two of them. The deathly quiet reporters all parted, as Moses once parted the sea. But Moses probably didn't go through the parted seas this quietly. If you were playing baseball, then tell me that from the start! What? Did I not say that? I mean, I told you to come on the campus with a baseball bat. What else could you have thought it was? And what manner of thinking caused you to mistakenly bring a golf club here instead?
I think Keiichi-kun must have done it on purpose to lighten our moods and get us pumped, I think.
Reina smiled bitterly and covered for me with all her might. Please believe her, everyone. I'm begging you. Keiichi loves golf. Pet, pet. Rika-chan started patting my head, a broad grin on her face all the while. I pushed her hand away, grabbed her from behind by her suspenders, and picked her up like a kitten. Me. Rika-chan! Why didn't you tell me it was a baseball game when we met at the station? I wouldn't have had to suffer such a disgrace. Nipa. Rika-chan's smile was like the sun, so incredibly innocent. She's glowing. When I saw Rika-chan's radiant smile, I couldn't help but feel like I could forgive anything she did. However, if Rika-chan thought I actually would, then she had another thing coming. Anyway, this is your punishment. Reina! Me? Rika-chan still plucked up in my hand. I offered her to Reina. That's right. The kittenified Rika-chan sent Reina's voltage into overcharge.
I'll take her! Reina will take her! So cute! Spinny, spinny!
Reina stuck out her tongue like a chameleon and preyed upon Rika-chan while spinning her around.
Rika-chan's so cute! Rika-chan's so cute!
Meep, meep. Reina held her tight as a vice and began to get her fill of rubbing her cheek into Rika-chan's. Their cheek rubbed together tightly. Rika-chan's face. It looked like it was being crushed by Reina's. I do not know what has happened, but it looks like Rika has gotten her just desserts. Yeah. I recently found out that Rika-chan isn't only cute.
No! I got Keiichi-kun's permission! I'm gonna take you home!
Meep, meep, meep. For the moment, I just gave her a 3-minute timeout. By the way, Satoko, that urgent call was for a baseball game? Yes, that's correct. You said you had a house party with your family? I suppose I was wrong to ask, but at times of troubles like these, obviously must prioritize friends over family. I felt like that's what I was supposed to be saying, not you. Well, it was just a business party for my dad, I guess. Honestly, felt glad to be called out here. So what's the crisis situation look like? 6-7? Which means our team is losing, huh? Huh. 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th? What the heck? This game is almost about to end! We would have had a little more time if you'd gotten here sooner. Do you have any idea how difficult it was for us to hold out for this long? Alright, I'm sorry. Okay, so? What am I doing? Am I gonna be the pinch hitter? So leave it to me. It may not look like it, but when I went to the batting cages a lot before I moved here, my dad went went there for fun, and I used to go there pretty often. I'm pretty confident about just hitting the bat with the ball, but... Vroom! A tremendous sound rang out like the which I'd never heard before. The catcher's mitt trembled, sending up a light cloud of dust, telling me the tremendous sound had come from the ball. Hey now, wait a second. What's up with that crazy fastball anyway? Surprise? Yeah, that's a bona fide Koshian level pitcher. Don't you know about left arm Kamina-kun, ace of Oshima? Sorry, can't say I do. Wait, Mion? What happened to you? Mion showed up, and to my surprise, she was wrapped up in bandages. Just what on earth happened?
Well, you came late, so I guess we need to explain from the beginning.
Done with Rika-chan?
Yep. I had a lot of fun and she's so cute. So soft and fluffy and squishy. Oh, I can eat her cheeks 3 meals a day.
I can't get married anymore. I wonder how Rika-chan's cheeks taste if you can eat them 3 times a day. It almost flipped my own delusion switch, but I put a stop using it logic. I was an adult. Okay, explain away. How did things get screwed up enough that a Koshian relief pitcher ended up in a baseball game for fun? Everyone exchanged glances. Then Raina spoke for all of them.
At first, well, it was just a normal baseball game.
It's nothing much, just a little grudge match between the Namizawa Fighters and the Okinomiya Titans. We were just having a grand old time, really nothing much. Well, in simpler terms, it was an intramural match. A match to settle the grudge between Namizawa and Okinomiya.
We say grudge, but it's all peaceful and friendly.
So why is our whole club a part of it? Some of you are wearing uniforms and some aren't. Last I checked, we weren't the school baseball team.
That is, well, it was pretty responsible.
They happened to have some players who couldn't make it today. They were pretty down in the dumps, so we ended up getting involved post-haste. I see. So if there weren't enough members, anyone could come to the rescue, whether boy or girl, and no matter what grade they were in. That jumbled together feeling was the hallmark of our school. But Rika-chan told me we were crushing them at the beginning. He is an amazing batter. She was hitting home runs left and right. Mila proudly stuck out her chest. Doing so seemed to hurt her somehow, and she groaned pathetically. Yes. Every time Mion-san went up to bat, she hit a home run and brought everyone to the base on the bases in. Unlike Satoko, she can actually hit the ball. Rika! Alright, I think I got the gist of it. So you were having a pretty easy time until that Koshian pitcher showed up. That's right. It was all of us at the beginning. Maybe we didn't get all that many points, but we were always getting people on the bases.
And Kamina-kun from Oshima just happened to show up and watch the game today.
Oshima was apparently a fairly well-known school in our prefecture that frequently sent people to Koshian. And this man, known as the ace of their baseball team, Kamina, seemed to be quite skilled. Now that I thought about it, it was certainly strange to see cameraman with journalist armbands here to watch a casual baseball game out in the sticks like this. I heard that when Kamina was little, he was in the Okinomiya Titans. You figured it out, right? His old team was losing, so that's why he jumped in as a relief pitcher and took the mound. Now it's just terrible. Can't even hit any foul balls, much less get anyone on base. But still, a Koshian pitcher barging in, it's unfair! We were just playing for fun! All the boys wearing the Namizawa Fighters uniform were hanging their heads in disappointment. I knew almost all their faces. Isn't everyone here a classmate? Oh, I see. We're the only school in Namizawa after all. Oh, it's Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun. You were on the baseball team too? Marabari-san! His uniform was brand new and not very dirty, fresh off the presses. see handmade banners with their names written on them in the grandstands. I see their families came to root for them in their debut game today. Okamura just said he just got his bat today as a present from his dad. Brand new bat sparkled. With that kind of present, a man just has to perform well. He practiced swinging a whole lot just for today. Tell me to sign, well, he went too far and he tore the skin off his hand. See, unfortunately, his torn hand looked like it hurt. From that injury, you can sense his backbone. I get it, guys. You wanted to make your big moment a good one. Vroom! The savior of the Okinomiya Titans! We could hear the sound of this Kamina-kun's tremendous fastball practice. This was no joke. He was definitely on a level far above high school kids. But at his level, he clearly shouldn't have been interrupting a grass lock game grudge match, though may have been. He should have understood how much better he was, too. This guy, is he being serious against opponents like these?
Yep! Reina thinks it's immature!
Reina's eyes grew harsh. It took a lot to get Reina mad. As for Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun, they were sniffling, fighting back tears. We heard another tremendous noise from the mitt. I turned around, and this left arm Kamina-kun guy was looking at us and grinning boldly. Anyway, that's how it is. Now that it's come to this, we have no choice. We have to engage in real battle. Yeah! Looks like we have to get serious!
Yep, and then we tried getting serious. But then Michan went out with a bang.
Mion, embarrassed, scratched her head and then a moment later doubled over in pain. Went out with a bang, but how on earth did she end up getting injured like this? It would take a really long time to explain. The one thing I can say is that she came up empty even though she pushed herself that hard. I risked my life, and I couldn't even get 1 point. Our secret plan did nothing. Now we're very sad. I didn't even imagine what sort of secret plan it was, but it must have been crazy enough to get her hurt that badly. Still though, we're still playing baseball thanks to you failing, right?
Yep. Maybe Michan's last resort wasn't very baseball-like, I think.
We have no other recourse now, do we? It means that we need to settle the score front and center in a manner befitting a baseball game. That's right. We have to settle it like baseball. Think normal people would have given up and gone for a frontal attack. But as a member of our club, I wasn't about to accept that so easily. Like baseball? I don't know. If we look at it like a baseball game, then we can't be picky, can we?
It is our club's creed after all.
That's correct. We can't be picky. That's the virtue of our club. Reina and Satsuko laughed at each other delightfully. It wasn't really a virtue we could bring out, but the best thing, our club, was that we never rolled over and gave up. But the cameras are all watching very closely, so it will be hard to cheat. Michan spread her arms wide, indicating an array of reporters in the bleachers. She was right. All those cameramen watching us through those cameras with giant telephoto lens. Foul play would be really tough. That's right. That's the bottleneck. Everyone's eyes are on us. We can't be too bold. Ow.
I never did think Michan's ways were very ladylike, though.
Satsuko and Rika-chan both nodded behind Reina. Then let's get down to business. Our team is down 1 run right now.
Plus, it's the bottom of the ninth. We already have 2 outs.
If this old man's plan had gone better, we'd have our bases loaded right about now. There is no point lamenting a failed plan. Our club never loses heart. It always goes on to the next one. Satsuko said, eagerly trying to cheer up the downcast Mion, whose secret plan had failed. It may have failed, but Satsuko still seemed to have another. Satoko, you seem pretty cheerful. Which means you've got something up your sleeve, eh?
Kichi-kun! Who do you think she is? It's Satoko-chan, you know? Satoko Hojo-chan!
That was right. We called her Trap Master Satoko, didn't we? She would ensnare her opponent at the perfect moment. Very end. Everyone in our club knew that we could never, ever let our guards down against Satoko. I may have taught her, but she's grown a lot and doesn't seem to want to stop. Sometimes even I'm astonished at how she overcomes such slim margins. By the way, me bats next, then Satoko. We were losing by 1 point, so if we could get the next runner on a base, then the runner after that could hit a big one and end the match. And that final batter, Satoko?
See? You feel like we can win now, right?
I can't imagine what she's got set up, but it's gotta be some kind of trap for sure. If I were the opposing pitcher, I'd definitely walk her. There's no way Satoko was gonna hit a home run even in my dreams. But if she was gonna stand in the batter's box normally, without any kind of plan, I can't think of anything else she could do. The fact that you called me here. I see. I think I know where this is going. And that I was a necessary piece of Satoko's trap.
I'm excited! You wonder what Satoko will do! Woohoo!
I can't wait to see Satoko's walk-off home run either. Kei-chan is indispensable for this. Understand? This is our last chance at creating an upset. We absolutely cannot fail. Right. That much I know for sure. Just watch. Satoko and I will give you all front row seats to the greatest turnaround victory of all time! I'll explain your instructions, Kei-chan. Lend me your ear for a moment. Satoko and I hold it up in a hidden place, while the briefing that anyone watching could tell was suspicious. Wonder what Marabara-san and Hojo are talking about. I pray it's not something crazy, some crazy trick like the one the president used. Our teammates, Tomita-kun and Ogurmu-kun, seemed very nervous. Reina gave them a wide smile, trying to dispel their anxiety.
It'll be okay, everyone! Satoko-chan and Kichi-kun will be able to pull this off for us!
But Ryugu-san, we're up against Koshi and Pitcher. I don't know if Satoko's traps will be much good. Now, everyone, be silent and watch. You're gonna get to see an interesting game. Mia, who knew everything about to transpire, looked like she was having a hard time stifling the laughter bubbling up within her. She was so terrifying as an enemy, but so reliable as an ally. Mia waved her hands at the umpire. We've got a pinch hitter! I'm Mion Sonozaki, and switching out with Keiichi Marabara. You sure he'll be alright? The umpire turned an uneasy gaze at the pinch hitter, who had jumped in with a golf club.
Don't underestimate Kichi-kun now!
Oh no, he's gonna break the golf club.
The members of our club were the only ones grinning with wholehearted confidence.
He's gonna break the golf club.
Oh, golf clubs involved somehow. Where's this plan going? Satoko's plan was definitely simple but scrupulous. It even looked like the entire situation had gone according to her calculations. The fact that they were losing by 1 point. The fact that I had come late. The fact that Satoko was the last batter. It even felt kind of like this had been set up before the game started. There had been a lot of time since I got here. And during that time, the opposing pitcher, Kamina-kun, took a bathroom break. Even that felt calculated. No, this is Satoko we're talking about, so maybe she made him drink controlled laxatives to get him to use the bathroom at this exact moment. And while he was a long way off, shut up in the bathroom, our plan would begin. The opposing pitcher, Kamina-kun. There he was. In front of the urinal, pleasantly taking care of business. He thought it was only natural he would win at a grass slot game like this and relaxed enough to relieve himself without a care in the world. Maybe that was supposed to be his appeal. However, his relaxed state was itself our chance. Right now, you've already conceded to our club!
Dink!
I, too, casually walked into the bathroom. There were 3 urinals. Kamina-kun was doing his business at the farthest one. I went to the one next to him. Never do that! Unspoken rule! Never do that! Normally, you would leave one urinal open, right? Kamina-kun seemed to notice me. I'd stood right next to him after all. Well, look who it is, the big pinch hitter. You recalled seeing me swing the golf club around like an idiot. Couldn't seem to resist the urge to laugh. I, however, wasn't frustrated in the slightest. The match had already been won at the moment I arrived. The game had been decided as a big upset for our team. Now, all I had to do was push things along exactly how Satoko planned. I'm the one who should be laughing.
I wonder if Keiichi-kun can do it.
Oh no. Oh no.
He will be fine. When Keiichi-san is serious, he can do this much before breakfast.
Oh no.
Tamida-kun and Okamura-kun, our underclassmen, asked another question with much trepidation. Is Marabar-san really going to be able to beat that pitcher? You don't feel any confidence in Kei-chan after being in the same class with him? Someday, he could be strong enough to control all of humanity. Join Kei-chan, and you can easily rule the world.
What is going on?
The world? Our teammates exchanged glances. Did Marabara-senpai really have such incredible strength? Just what kind of strength could that be?
I'm so confused. What is going on in this bathroom?
My question caused Kamina-kun to stare in bewilderment. For a moment, he didn't know what to say. Sorry. I don't think I heard you right. Can you say that again? I smiled thinly. Looked straight ahead and said it once more, clearly. I'll say it one more time. Let us win. Right to the point. No threats or beating around the bush or anything. Kamina's brain couldn't figure out the meaning of what I'd said. I could clearly tell he was confused. What are you, some kind of moron? Let you win? Are you insane? I've relayed our demands. What's your reply? Yes or no? It goes without saying. Like hell I'll let you win. Is your brain broken? Kamina didn't hide his bewilderment. He didn't want to be around someone who would be out babble on like this for another second. Those thoughts spilled into his expression. He quickly moved to leave the bathroom. Kamina-kun, what does victory mean for you? That's a dumb question. Priceless, absolute supremacy. Nothing else can change it. He grinned lightly as he answered as if to make fun of me. How like a sportsman to say that? Victory decides all. No one can change that. Of course not. No matter what kind of threats or bribes you come to me with, there was nothing valuable enough to make me abandon victory. I was waiting for those words. After spinning around 3.5 times, pointed right at Kamina's face. Then don't you think you should ask? Something worth abandoning your precious victory for? What kind of compensation you could be given? What are you saying, stupid? There's nothing that could make me do that. He was denying it, but he stopped. He stopped. He was waiting. He was waiting for me to present some attractive conditions. In a magazine interview, you said your favorite foods are grilled meat, and that you don't like sweets. But you lied about that, didn't you? What? For example, let's say you went to a grilled meat buffet. What exactly would be on your plate? Pork loin? Korean barbecue? Pile of beef tongue? That wouldn't be it. You wouldn't bring meat with you. It would be all the pudding and gelatin and cake you could eat. The kinds a girl would love. Pretty, cute, and sweet. You love Western treats like that, don't you? Kamida's face turned utterly pale. Our club already knew that he ate a mountain of desserts when he went to the grilled meat buffet. We were all aware of his embarrassment and his weakness for sweets despite his age. Kamida-kun couldn't possibly have known that the particular grilled meat buffet chain in Shishibone was owned by a member of the Sonozaki family. I'll have to be careful when I go out to eat with my parents from now on. No! I love the hearty bone and... No. What you like is gentle, soft, cute piles of desserts topped with colorful creams! It almost makes you think of a girl adorned in frills and ribbons, pure ignorance of shame. Cute desserts, like those girls, so clean and clear. And with your acne-laden face, your sports cut, your lusts in full display, you sully them! Crunch, crunch, munch, munch! What? Shut up! That's right. You eat desserts, but you don't love them. You just dirty them, violate them, and chew them.
Oh no.
All you do is relish in the enjoyment of soiling them. Gah! Please, no more! My secret pleasure has been found out! I can't go on living! I have to die! You idiot! Don't end your life so easily! Kashlaya! I hit him on the side of his head as hard as I could. Kamina-kun fell down like a girl. His eyes started watering and he broke down. I'm probably the only one in the world who thinks those things while eating desserts. I'm nothing but a pervert. Pretend to be a proper sportsman. That's right. You're a pervert. This time, I didn't hit him. Instead, I clapped my hands down over his shoulders. Do not cry, Kamida. What's wrong with a man being a pervert? Dun dun! Huh? A man ought to be a pervert, but admitting it sets a man apart from those below him. You've been honest to yourself. You can brag about that. You can be arrogant about that. You can be proud of yourself. Instead of blaming, I told him to have pride in himself. Kamina-kun couldn't hide his confusion. Yes, I've been deeply moved by what you've shown me. Desserts are nothing but sweet foods after meals. That's what I thought this whole time. But I was mistaken. And you showed me that. Thanks to you, I can... Starting tomorrow, I'll be able to enjoy my desserts in a completely different way. For example, strawberry shortcake. Strawberry shortcake. Gulp. Kamida's throat cried out. The simplicity of strawberry shortcake. Indeed, and somehow old-fashioned, like the Orthodox maids from the gaudy times of the late 1800s. Not those flirty maids with the short skirts we have now. An Orthodox, fully dressed, authentic maid. It's just strawberries. But please, master, I cannot prepare anymore like this, so please give him a taste. That kind of honesty is unbelievably great. Please give them a taste. It's such a turn-on.
Oh my god.
A turn-on. Because there are only strawberries, the soft, accented cream decoration ends up looking like frills, laces, and embroidery. And she takes it and splits it with her fork for her master, an elegant aristocrat. No, no! It would be wild if she took it and sucked on it vulgarly, like her bad master in a greasy sweat. No, no. More than that. Gulp. The dent in the strawberry after plucking it. Isn't that even better? And you let your tongue crawl over it. Ah! What kind of taste must that be? Ha! Ha! Then, after you pick the strawberry, I can't hold it in anymore. I'll go to Angel Moore on the way home and make a shortcake into my plaything all I want. The girl's dressed up beautifully just for me. I draw ever closer to the trembling maidens, and then, one by one, I show them. For every one I eat, I hold my jaw tight just like this and appraise the goods, wondering which to eat next. Recently I tried girls as cake, alright? Keiichi-kun seems to be talking about the cake combination platters. Emphasize mind. Emphasis mind. As if I'm showing off, I'll hold my jaw tight like this and gulp. Has there ever been such a man such as this who can speak so passionately about a single piece of strawberry shortcake? No, there has not. There has never been, I say! Such passionate feelings are trying to melt away the stubbornness in Kameda's mind. Kameda, I'll say it one more time. Let us win. But that would... Then fine. I won't rely on you. I rejected Kameda outright and turned on my heel. Enough! We've lost this game, it's over! I don't care about it anymore! Instead, once this game is over, why don't I head down to main Angel Mart and get all you can eat of gothic lollitas, decorated like Western dolls and frills and ribbons? Tonight will be the greatest feast I have ever known! Lollitas. All you can eat. All you can eat! Thud! Despite this being the bathroom, Kameda-kun put both his hands on the floor. I was wrong! What's wrong, Kameda-kun? If you have something to say, then say it. This is the first time I've met someone like you. Until now, I've always thought something was wrong with me, and I had to have fun secretly. What are you waiting for, you tiny man? I had already said, admitting your perversion is what separates the boys from the men. You are a man entitled to pride. Now, reach out your hand and show me how great you really are. Come with me and accept that it is your world, our world. Clap! Kameda-kun was crying tears of gratitude, unable to speak. That was the moment we exchanged the most zealous handshake the world has ever known. The handshake with the bond of our souls, ardent and intense, tight and steadfast. For a long time we remained that way. It was an enthusiastic handshake, as though we were two brothers separated at birth, embracing each other tightly, as though it would give us back the time we had spent apart. That was the moment. The man who would pass into the legend for eating so much dessert during Angel Mart's all-you-can-eat dessert day that he was banned from the restaurant forevermore was born. He would eventually write into his autobiography that our meeting this day was fate. But none of that had anything to do with this. Then, until later, for now, just play the game the way I described it. With just that, I turned on my heel and made to leave the bathroom. But the Kameda couldn't stop me. Wait! At least, tell me your name. Who, me? My name is Keiichi Marabara. No. I kinda didn't feel like using my real name. Anyway, maybe I should lie to him and use a code name. Just call me... K. 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 K! Wait, was that actually an embarrassing name? I left the bathroom behind me at a quick pace, hiding my embarrassment. But from what I heard later, I apparently look quite gallant coming out of like that. Satoko to Keiichi. Satoko to Keiichi-san. How did things go? Keiichi to Satoko. Negotiation successful. We settled on he and I getting all-you-can-eat dessert at Angel Mart. Mio, no problem, right? To guess Angel Mart's all-you-can-eat dessert? Roger that. I'll set it up. I'm actually quite interested in how you negotiated with him.
He had a really fun talk about how delicious dessert is probably. Oh!
No. No.
After that, the game started again. Entered the batter's box as a pinch hitter in place of Mion. But all of the pieces were already in place. Boom! The straight pitch whipped by me like a bullet, true to its name. The camera people raised their voices in wonder and clicked their shutters. A sharp pitch as always. He's really going places this summer, isn't he? That golf club pinch hitter is standing straight up too. But doesn't Kameda-kun look a little strange? It's like he's got a cold sweat. I patted my shoulders with my bat and sneered at him in a relaxed voice. What's wrong, Kamina-kun? Not feeling well today? Ugh. I couldn't swing at the ball because I was too busy laughing at it. Was that all you got? Ugh, you little... Vroom! The next pitch, with the same incredible speed as before, it curved sharply and should have thrown off the batter's skill. But Keiichi didn't move at all. He just watched coolly. You don't need any little tricks on a straight pitch, Kamina-kun. Do people fall for those curves a lot? Batters around here, that is? But the reporters and all the people watching noticed something was strange here. Was Oshima's Kamina, the pitcher of Higurashi, losing the mental battle? And the next straight pitch had incredible speed again, but it went a little wild. It was a ball! I snorted, not even bothering to get ready for it. What, Kamina-kun? Scared of going right down the middle? Everyone calls you the best! You never walk the batter. Shit. Remember. The abnormal, unexpected situation spread confusion throughout the reporters. What? What is he? Who is this Keiichi Barbar? How can he be so relaxed when faced with that supreme fastball? He's just bluffing. He knows he can't win. Kamina-kun would never throw a ball that an insincere guy like that could hit. No, I don't think it's a bluff. They say that at a high level, you can see right through others. Kamina is without a doubt one of the best. Which must mean he can see through to that mysterious man's true value. A really business person looking guy took off his sunglasses and gazed upon Keiichi. Is this... could it be? Idiot pinch hitter who came in, cheering them on with a golf club. Is actually a genius? I'm sure baseball has long since lost its charm for him, and now he's trying to switch over to golf. A genius slugger making a transfer into the golf world. What a tremendous loss for baseball! Stop the presses! We're changing up our sports columns! Ball! Now it's a full count! The excessive production was, of course, all being dramatized by Satoko. The big shots constantly had their eyes on Kamina-kun. If he were to lose easily, they know the match would have had to have been fixed. Perhaps she wanted this little play of ours to create a mood where it wouldn't be strange for Kamina-kun to lose, but Satoko, isn't this going too far? Do your best now, Keiichi-san. Today, this game, tomorrow, all of baseball. I don't want any scouts actually coming for me. I'm terrified what happened when the jig is up. Wait, I can't be making nervous faces right now. Ball! Base on balls! Have you gotten scared, Kamina-kun? I thought you were better than this! Kamina-kun hung his head in feigned dejection. Kei-san, I did all this according to plan, right? Yeah. Well done, Kamina-kun. Keep going like this for the next batter. Let's wrap this thing up. We'll go all we can eat. We'll go get all we can eat. Grin. Kamina-kun and I exchanged evil smiles. For some reason, there were a lot of camera flashes right then. It seemed like our dear journalist friends took it as two worthy rivals smiling to acknowledge each other's strengths. As I trotted over to first base, the camera flashes continued, almost to the point they were annoying. When I got to first base, one of the reporters came over for an interview. Barbar-kun, do you plan on settling the score with Kamina-kun and Koshien? Things seemed like they were about to get too big for me. Maybe I should just be honest, confess that I'm not really into baseball. Koshien? I've never been interested in Japanese baseball. Sorry. Whoa! This man, right from the start, he was always aiming for the world! Might become Japan's first ever big leaguer. What? Conversation was getting fantastically out of hand. Oh, I don't care anymore. I'll strike a guts pose for the camera in desperation. Yes. Kei-chan got on base, just as planned.
Next, Satoko-chan is at bat. What will she do? What will she do?
Alright then. Time to get that walk-off home run and win it all. Satoko stepped up to the plate, waving the bat around. The reporters couldn't hold back their laughter, maybe because they had just seen his battle with me. Maru-kun finally got on base, but now it's all over. I see, so this is why Kamine-kun intentionally walked him. Didn't even fight it, he waited for an easier opponent for the final out. But to avoid a direct confrontation like that, we cannot make light of him. That Keiichi Mahabara. Alright. Come on now, Kamine-san. You making fun of me? Who do you think I am, anyway? No. Mahabara-san was one thing. But you think I'll lose to the likes of you? Whenever this girl stepped into bat, she had swung wildly and missed, striking out every time. Who's talking?
A reporter.
Alright. This might sound rude, but however much Kamine-kun holds back, I don't think she'll be able to hit a home run. I could hear the reporters declaring that there was no way a comeback would happen. Wait, what? Satoko. She swung wildly and missed every single time she stepped up to bat? Vroom! She swung after the sound had ended, completely mistiming it. I could hear disappointed voices coming from from those rooting for Hanamizawa. It's only natural. Every single batter has struck out. Even if worst came to worst, no one would get a hit. And that's why it didn't sound strange when Kamine-kun said this. I can't take it seriously with someone like you. I'll give you a chance. I'll throw the next one slow and underhanded. I'll let you get a hit or two so you can go home and brag to mommy. Of course, these lines were all part of the plot, too. From out of the corner of his eye, Kamine-kun gives me a look. Is that alright? Yeah. Did great. You look very natural. Kamina, you are a splendid actor. No, compared to Kei-san, I'm nothing. Even that exchange was seen as heated and enthusiastic by the reporters. But Kei-san, however slowly I pitch, can this girl really hit it? Don't worry. I throw the ball like a crab. I think I've got a good idea of how this will turn out. Our exchange over, Kamine-san moved from set position into a pitching stance. Come then! Throw your merciful pitch! I'll hit a huge home run off of it! She had struck out every time she was at bat. When I heard that, my vague ideas became firm beliefs. And out of Kamine-kun's hand was a slow, lazy pitch, as though they were playing catch. Normal people would probably be able to hit it, but for Satoko, who had been striking out the whole time, just when people started to think that way, the members of our club had already realized that Satoko's trap had begun! It was true. Striking out constantly today had all been laying the groundwork for this moment in act. All to make it feel like Kamine-kun letting off the gas wasn't strange at all. Which meant, in other words, that Satoko... Crack! Whoa! She got it! Look at it go! I don't even need a run, do I? The super huge home run Satoko hit disappeared over the roof of the school. The reporters lost their words at the sight. And then, roars of applause! Despite this being what we anticipated. I can't help but stare in mute amazement at the gorgeous home run. Satoko strutted over to first base. Come on. What are you doing, Keiichi-san? Second base is that way. Satoko, you're really good at baseball. Satoko grinned, showing her fang-like canines in reply. Think of it, she played baseball a lot with Tomine-kun and the others during lunch, didn't she? The fact that they always invited her to play meant she was by no means bad at all. And you purposely struck out all those times? Since before Kamine-kun even got here? Jeez, you've really got something for every occasion. I say this all the time, do I not? I only have one trap. And when everything is about to come to a conclusion, it's enough that I don't even have to worry. Damn it. That sounded kind of cool. Basically, she was just bragging about hitting the ball. But when Satoko did it, it looked so cool. We crossed home plate in order. Me and Satoko and completed our walk-off home run. Our teammates welcomed us back with their blessing. Mamar Bar-san! That was amazing! Totally cool! I never thought it would happen! Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun praised me. How about that, Tomita-kun, Okamura-kun? I turned things around and just fine!
Raina thinks you were cool too! Good work!
Ha! It was nothing. I briskly clapped my hand against Raina's outstretched palm. Satoko did brilliantly too. She gave us a spectacular ending. Who do you think I am? Man, can't underestimate her. Satoko Hojo. Kei-chan was great too. Winning Kamina over like that? He is a magician of duplicity. Riki-chan, I don't think that's a compliment. But really, only Keiji-san could have pulled off such a drastic move. I wouldn't have been able to do it myself. I would very much like you to teach me sometime. If Satoko learned such displays of power, that's terrifying to even imagine. I'd prefer it if you didn't mimic me. After declaring the match over, the umpire came to us. Well, I never. You actually won. I'm shocked. We said Satoko could hit it, didn't we? You didn't believe us at all. The umpire scratched his head apologetically and apologized to Satoko, smiling dryly.
And Keiji-kun was amazing too, wasn't he? Keiji-kun is actually the most reliable person here.
Well, when I saw him come in with that golf club, I certainly had my doubts, but that breathtaking battle against Kamina-kun had me on the edge of my seat. Right, that breathtaking farce. I quirked a wry smile. Not even the Buddha would have realized that while everyone thought this was a fair match, Kamina-kun and I were thinking about our evil dessert-violating ways. Excuse me, Coach? You remember your promise, do you not? Yeah, this is... Guess I have no choice.
What? What?
We did it! We did it! Keiji-kun, this means we're having a barbecue meetup tomorrow!
Reina clapped her hands and we all began to dance in joy. Tomita-kun and our other teammates were jumping up and down too. What's that about? A barbecue meetup? Hey, what are you talking about? We made a promise that if we won today's game, he'd treat us to a barbecue party with all kinds of high-class meats. It wasn't looking good for a while when Kamina-kun appeared, but thanks to Keiichi-san, we've won that privilege. I see. Well, that's what this was about. It was certainly not a game we could have lost. Irie's big wallet would be so sad. So sad. The new character, Irie.
Irie!
You're right about that, but I did make a promise. When we eat, we do it without any mercy. We need to feed our growing bodies after all. Alright everyone, tomorrow we dine like kings. Yeah! All the members of the Namizawa Fighters raised their fists high in the air and cheered. Riki-chan was petting the head of the umpire, who was smiling painfully at their off-kilter remarks. He gave her his head and looked like he was about to cry. It looked like the price of victory would be pretty big. You beat me. But I have no choice since I promised. Guess I should go shopping for some meat. Coach, get some grade A beef like you promised. We won't forgive you if you buy nothing but vegetables to keep it cheap. Boo-hoo. The umpire, whom they were calling Coach, grinned dryly, crestfallen. Umpire? Coach? The uniform he was wearing had Namizawa Fighters written on it. Oh, so he's not just the umpire, he was actually our team's coach? Marabar-kun, is that alright? Can I call you that? Oh yeah. This comeback wouldn't have happened were it not for you getting on base. Please come to tomorrow's barbecue.
Oh.
No, besides that, would you please consider joining the team? If you're with us, we could dominate the whole prefecture.
Coach! Let's leave that aside for now.
You should be more worried about your wallet. Despite the coach being an adult, everyone seemed to get along with him very well with him. Coach, huh? Pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Irie, coach of the Inamizawa Fighters. He extended his hand to me. I firmly grasped it in my own in reply. I'm Marabara. Nice to meet you. And the coach took his other hand and began to stroke mine softly. What smooth hands you have. Such a narrow grain. You truly take care of them. Silky smooth. Hey, wait! I was strictly instructor maids to take this good care of their skin as well. And punish the bad ones who don't. Maids? What are you talking about? Such velvety hands. I just want to put them to work, huh?
Whoa!
Coach's eyes were spellbound, and as his delusions floated through his very own original magical universe, he made a supremely satisfied smile. How do I put this? Who the hell is this guy? He looks so flustered.
Our coach is a little strange, but he's really funny, you know?
Felt like you couldn't measure him by saying strange or funny. I really didn't think we'd get along. Snap! The other self in my mind made a witty retort for some reason. Come on. Settle down already. Making Keiji-san uncomfortable. Ha. Silky smooth.
This guy is weird!
He's got like a hand fetish. He reminds me of Yoshikage Kira. The hand fetish? Maybe not that far.
Wait, Yoshikage.
From JoJo.
Oh, right.
With the hand fetish.
Yeah.
Coach didn't try to take his hand off mine until Satoko hit him with a threefold wash bucket attack, causing him to faint. Silky smooth.
Silky smooth. Ooh.
We got a coach with a hand fetish. Maybe just a skin fetish.
Yeah.
Probably hand fetish.
Probably
more
skin.
likely.
Probably skin.
I'm thinking hand fetish, but I don't think that's important.
He's like, I want to put them to work.
What is he, Indian now? I want to put them to work.
Silky smooth.
Silky smooth.
Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh no! Ah!
Get out! Run! Run, Satoko!
Oh, that grin, and then she's like, ah!
Then we have a man coming. Would you please have a seat, sir? Satoko's trap course. Advanced.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Maybe she's not...
It was a peaceful lunch break. Thud, clatter, splash! Not very peaceful anymore. What? What was that?
I just heard something really loud from the hallway. What was it? What was it?
We rushed into the hallway, and to our surprise, Coach was there with a water bucket overturned on his head. Coach, are you okay? Man, you sure got me. Hello, everyone. Coach greets us, cool and calm. What's going on, Coach? You don't come to school very much. Well, I do come here once a week as part of my job. Been quiet. They've been quiet here for a while, but I totally let my guard down.
Satako's trying little trick always come when you least expect them. Will you be okay in those clothes?
Oh, I'm fine. I was just thinking of taking a nice bath, so this is actually cooling me off.
God.
You sure are calm, Coach. In fact, you never get mad. It really makes you come off as an adult.
He looks
She
like
was right. What?
He looks young, like super young.
If I were Coach, I would have started running around with the bucket still on my head looking for her. His adult way of not getting mad at every little child's prank was admirable. Listen, Marabara-san. With things like this, changing your perspective just a little can make it either irritating or unpleasant. It's all about how you react to it. If there's some secret trick to staying so calm after getting hit in the head with a bucket filled with water, then I'm begging you, tell me.
It's about those silky smooth hands.
Silky smooth. For example, let's say there was this old and traditional family, dating back to the Meiji era.
Uh-oh.
Okay. And let's say they had many maids, and what is with them and maids? Maids under their employ. Being a large house, of course, they have all kinds of maids, from the veteran ones who turn mean and don't want to give up their jobs to the new ones who are young and full of energy. See, you can imagine that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god!
Yes. A space filled with dreamy maids, in pink and peach adorned with frills and headbands, with Coach at the center, began to spread out before me. The newer maids, with all their youthful vitality,
fetish.
giving everything they have to please their master.
He has a maid fetish.
The older maids won't allow that to happen. They find fault with everything they do, bullying them and tormenting them all day long. Look, there's still so much dust here. Oh, I'm sorry. Do it over. Splash. A bucket fills upside down on the maid. She's soaking wet. She wants to cry, but still puts on a brave face. Maids.
What is with this guy?
I don't get it, but it sounds fun! Maybe Reina should be a maid too!
Oh god!
Ah, jeez, stop! You've even infected Reina! And you, Kei-chan! Don't go getting lost forever in Coach's world! If not for this character trait, Coach would be a good person too. One Satoko Hojo sighted. I say, Satoko-san? What is this? I say, look at all this dust. I say, it's time for you to be punished. What? Coach plucked Satoko up and started giving her a spanking.
Oh god.
Satoko-chan, you're so cute!
Satoko can put traps together with such brilliant predictions. It's so strange how she can't predict the very end, though.
Is it? I think Satoko-chan wanted this to happen. She wanted it.
Oh god.
Satoko wanted this outcome? What do you mean by that?
When she plays pranks on people like this, they always get mad and chase her around. Don't you think it's like a form of communication?
Sounds like a terrible way to communicate. Don't people normally say hello to each other?
Oh, Kiji-kun, haven't you heard of it before? People who play lots of pranks are actually lonely and want people to pay attention to them.
Reina gave a cool smile and laughing abruptly explained.
That's what I mean. If Satoko-chan plays a trick on someone, she wants them to get mad or laugh and chase her. It's kind of like a kitty biting you softly. Don't you think it's cute?
Silky smooth.
Why is that
They
so...
will definitely be surprised right here and jump backwards. So if I put it in this spot, it will work for certain. Satoko, regaling us with her trap philosophy, was improving the already brutal trap hell on the mountain. Reina was right, and her traps are to get people to pay attention to her. And all these traps on the mountain were basically a crystallized form of those feelings. Alone with Rika-chan setting up trap after trap after trap in the mountains, always waiting for someone to fall into them. But no one needed to come into the mountain in this mountain in the first place. Without a doubt, she and Rika-chan had spent a lot of time imagining how victims caught in their traps would react. Satoko, separated for so long from her beloved Nini, Satoshi, with her stubbornness, she never once said that she wanted him to come home. But all the traps sleeping on the mountain told me that's how Satoko really felt. Keiichi-san, are you listening? Oh, sorry about that. What did you say? All you have to do is pound one nail into the tree trunk like this, and it's already a great trap. If you trip up right there and smack your forehead into it, it'd really hurt. human hammer pushing a nail into your forehead. Yeah, that sounds painful. If it was someone really, really evil, this trap could put him to the death. I do so look forward to seeing what sort of villain gets caught by it. Why do you keep glancing at me like that? You saying you want me to fall for it? I could get really badly hurt, you know? Maybe you shouldn't be using this trap. Is that so? Well, it is true that I can't use traps without love behind them. Then I'll just move the nail here so that the villain really performs their behavior and won't get caught by it. So I have to go immerse yourself in adjusting the nail's position. Traps of love, huh? Maybe Coach was right. Just by reacting a little differently, everything changes. Come to think of it, maybe you can feel humor and warmth even when Satsuko's traps get you. All finished. Now it's absolutely perfect where it is. What do you think, Keiji-san? Yeah, it's perfect. I hope a villain comes along and gets caught by this trap. No, of course it would be better if that didn't happen. It was a little painful, but I considered coming here sometime and getting caught in it.
Oh,
freaking weirdo, Irie.
silky smooth.
Silky smooth.
We'll touch your hands later, guys.
Set and soul. Please sit down, sir. Have a seat. I'd like to have a little talk. Silky smooth. None of that! No silky, no smooth. But mates? No! No mates! No mates. Well then.
What's a world without maids? I just want.
I like getting new characters just so I can like give them voices. I think I've nailed Irie. Just that very creeper vibe. I think I nailed it.
The fact that he spanked Satiko was weird.
Like I imagine he talks very calmly, smoothly, like
silky smooth,
silky smoothly, just like very creeper. It's very creeperish.
Kind of high pitch for a man. Like, oh hello.
I don't know about high pitch, but it's very soft.
Yeah, it's
very soft.
It's a touching voice. That's for sure.
Very creepy.
Especially whenever he touches you. Anyway.
So we will see you all in the next video for the barbecue party. Goodbye.
Silky smooth.
Silky smooth.